We are ready today to do a new school math strategy for division. So I'm going to do partial quotients today, just again showing a different method to solve a division problem. So here's our original problem. We have 254 divided by 18. I'm going to rewrite it. It very similar to the traditional setup where we have our dividend here under the division bar, and then we have our divisor on the outside. Okay, so set up how we're used to seeing it, but we're going to take this line down here and we're going to put our partial quotients on the side. So first thing you want to do, if you notice, I put the divisor here. So we're asking ourselves, what can I multiply 18 by that's going to get me as close as to 254 as I can? Just for the sake of keeping it simple, let's start with 10. 10 is always a safe number to start off with. It's easy to multiply by 10. So if we try 10, and here I'm going to put 18 times 10. 10 is now my first partial product. 18 times 10, we know the secret where we cover up the zero. You do 18 times 1, which gives you 18. Annex that zero back on there, and you have 180. So I'm going to write 180 here under the 254, and then we're going to subtract that. 4 minus 0 is 4. 5 minus 8, can't do that. Now what I'm noticing with the students is that this is where we get tripped up. So make sure you're careful to do the proper subtraction. I'm gonna come over here and borrow. This 5 turns into a 15. 15 minus 8 equals 7. 1 minus 1 equals 0. So we're here with 74, and we're gonna start the process all over again. So I'm gonna ask myself, I still have my divisor, which is 18, but if I multiply it by 10 this time, that's going to give me 180, which is bigger than 74 with what we have. So I can't use 10. All right. So now is where you have to play around with numbers a little bit. So then you'll say, well, maybe I can do 18 times 5. So that would give us, let's see, well, if 18 times 10 gives us 180, 18 times 5 would give us 90, which means still too high. So let's try 18 times 3. So again, here is where you have to play around. You got to do your math. So let's do 18 times 3 over here on the side. 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. So 8 times 3 gives me 54, which is less than 74. So 3 will work. So I'm going to put my 3 right here. That's my second partial quotient, Product, if we were multiplying quotients, this is the division. So I have 3, 18 times 3, we just did that. That's going to give us 54. So I'm going to write 54 under the 74. And then our next step, just like up here, would be subtraction. 74 minus 54. Should be mental, but we'll go ahead and solve it. 4 minus 4 is 0. 7 minus 5 is 20. Now we have 20. So I can still take a group of 18 out of 20. So I'm going to continue. So same process. Here's my divisor with 18. What do I need to multiply 18 by? That's going to get me closest to 20. We all know that it's going to be 1. So I'm going to put my third partial quotient. So now I have 3 partial quotients. 18 times 1 equals 18. Subtract and you get 20. Now once you subtract and you're left with a value that is less than your divisor, you are finished. You can't do anything else. And because we don't have 0, this is going to be our what? Remainder. So this will be the remainder. Well, then what's the quotient? We have a remainder. What's the quotient? Well, we're going to add these partial quotients. So that would be 10 plus 3, which is 13, plus 1, which is 14. So our final quotient is going to be 14, remainder 2. And of course, to double check your work, you're going to multiply that quotient by the divisor. You should get 252, and then you'll add the 2 on there, which will give you 254. And there you have your partial quotients.